Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is really interesting because I am redesigning my sister's old shalwar suit. It was challenging and fun project for me. Hope you will like this, and without further ado, let's do some sewing actions. First, I will make the half jacket or waistcoat from old kameez or kurti. And by the way, these measurements are good for 7 to 8 years old. So as you can see, the upper body of my kameez is heavily embroidered. So I will use it for the front, and bottom part of kameez has just one motif. So it will be perfect for the back. So I will cut off the neckline and pull apart of my front and back. The markings are simple. So the length of the jacket is 15 inches. Shoulders are 5.5 inches. Armhole is 6 inches because she will be wearing on top of an Anarkali. So that's why the armholes are a little deep. Chest 7.5 inches. Waist 7 inches. And the rest of the fabric I will be marking on 8 inches. These are the these are the sewing marks. So make sure you mark 1 inch apart another line so you can cut it off on that line. So neckline width is 2.5 inches to 3 inches depending on your taste. The neckline depth for the front is 4.5 inches, and for the back it will be 1 inch because I don't want like deep neckline at the back. So I will be cutting the round corner because I don't like the straight shape jackets. So what I will be doing is I will be just marking from the corner 1 inches upwards, and I will join it from the corner. And after that, I will just cut it open. And then first what I will be doing is, as you can see, I'm cutting the neckline. And after that, I will just round the shape of the jacket and cut open the middle part of the kurti. For me, I like to have like more a deep curve for the jacket. So what I will be doing, I am just following the embroidered part and I am curving it around. And after that, I will just cut for the back neckline, for the back piece of the jacket. So the back piece is going to be straight. All I did as I just put up the front piece on top of the back piece and then just cut it like that. After that, mark for the neckline and cut it all according to your taste. Now it's time to cut the Anarkali frock. So here I folded my dupatta or scarf in 4 folds. My dupatta is small, but if you have a bigger dupatta or scarf, then you can make more kalis or you can make wider kalis. I am making 16 kali dar frock, and I am going to cut 16 kalis, 8 for the front and 8 for the back. Make sure your dupatta fabric is straight, and it would be easier for you if you pull out any fabric, any ribbon or laces from the edges of your dupatta. If you will iron it, it would be really easy for you to handle it. After that, pin everything and straighten up all your fabric. I didn't pull out the ribbon here because I will cut away the excess fabric because as you can see, my fabric is uneven, so I won't be anyways using this ribbon because it's not in good condition. After even out your fabric, let's do some marking actions. Okay, the total width of my dupatta was 82 inches, and I had to even out. As you can see, my dupatta is a little bit uneven, so I had to even it out, and then I will be left with 80 inches. Then I folded my dupatta in 4 folds, and I marked from the corner, I marked 5 inches. And same thing, I marked on top. So I marked 5 inches on both sides, and after that I marked the midpoint on the top, and then I will be taking 3.5 inches for the kalis in total and divide that 3.5 inches into 2, and I will be left with 1.75 inches, and then I will mark 1.75 inches on both sides. After that, I will join all the marks together. Before doing any cuttings, I will make sure my marks are perfect. So what I will do is I will perfecting the shape from the top to the waistline. In my case, I'm marking on 14 inches for the waistline. I wanted to have a little bit fitted waist, so the garment would look really beautiful. So I am straightening up the fabric from top to the waistline. The reason why I'm doing that is it will give more beautiful shape, and I ended up having 2 inches extra fabric on side because I cut away this much of the fabric, which I thought is going to be good for the seam allowance. So that's why I was a little bit short with the fabric at the end, but I had some extra pieces, so I joined them, and it was kind of okay after that. All right, so now what I will do, I will use the same template to cut out the rest of the pieces, and make sure you do it vice versa, so you won't lose any fabric, so there won't be any fabric wastage. After that, I will just join all the pieces together. And one thing I would like to mention, if you're sewing the kameez, make sure they are on one direction and try to sew from the top, because our top is straight, so I don't want to mess up with the straight fabric. The reason I will show you in a picture, if you want to have a good shape, then as you can see on the picture one, it's hugging on the body and it's really nice and balanced. On the second picture, I didn't cut out extra pieces or I didn't give any shape. I just wanted to show you guys the difference between, and it's now entirely up to you. And after that, I'll just mark for the fittings, and the fittings, as you all know, are really easy. So what I did for the fittings is the shoulder, where I marked on 5.5 inches. The length of the armhole is 5.5 inches. The chest was 7.5 inches. Waist was 6.75 inches. As I told you earlier, that I want more fitting around the waist area. So after that, I just join my waist mark to the corner of the dress, and as you can see, I had 2 marks. So the first one is for the stitching, and the second mark is for the cutting purposes. So once you are done with the cuttings, then you can just jump right into sewing. And for the neckline width, I marked on 3 inches, and for the depth, I marked 2.5 inches for the back and 3.5 inches for the front. And that's really simple. After that, I will just cut away the sleeves, and the sleeves I'm using from the old kurti. And this is very simple. If you don't know how to cut the sleeves, then put the armhole cutting on top of the fabric and just cut it. The fittings I will be marking on 4 inches, but I have extra fabric, so I cut on 5 inches. And I am attaching this lace, so it would just add some color into the garment. Since it's for my child, I wanted to add some color. After that, just join the shoulders, and after that, join the sleeves with that. Do all the fittings together. And I am joining the sleeves. This is a different method, as I showed you in my earlier videos. Doesn't matter what method you use, the end result should be good and professional looking. So I will show you that I did all my fittings first, and after that I joined my sleeves, and then I closed my sleeves up. But I will show you the end result is perfectly fine. All you have to do is some focusing, that's all. If you're focused in your project will look awesome. And as I told you earlier, my fittings for the wrist was 4 inches. And here you go, I am done with the sleeves. My Anarkali frock is almost done, so now it's time to finish off my jacket. So I will be using the turquoise piping to finish off all the edges, and the ribbon I'm using to make tassels out of it. I just wanted to add some color, so that's why I'm using this color. If you don't want to add any color, then just use the same color piping, or you can use the wrap pieces from the same fabric. As you can see, I am stitching on the very edge of the jacket. The reason why I'm doing that, because I want a very thin piping effect on my jacket. I don't want to have like a bold or any, I don't want to make any statement, so I don't want anything uh, extraordinary. After that, make small notches around the edges, so it would be easy for you to sew. And then, as you can see, I am just sewing a little bit piping is, and I'm putting everything underneath. If you have any extra fabric and it's not easy for you to sew the piping, the very thin piping, so all you have to do is cut off any extra fabric. And as you can see, my piping is so thin. On the embroidered area, it's a little bit difficult to sew the very thin piping effect look. So I would suggest you to cut away as much as fabric you could. And then my jacket is almost done. I sew the piping around the armhole area as well. After that, I will hand sew the rest. After that, I mark the middle point of my jacket, and then I will be putting the tassels, and I will just show you the how far away I'm marking for the tassels, because if they're like too close to each other, it won't be easy for you, like it won't give a nice effect. So I'm just marking on 2 inches apart, so it would be easy for me to sew them. And since I'm making them handmade, so it was just not a nice experience. If you want to see my video of making tassels, please check the link in description, or you can subscribe to my channel, because I'm trying to put all the links in the description box as well. And I am this is a whole series of designing your own three-piece suit, and the it took me a lot of time. I had to fix the neckline as well, because I cut the neckline a little bit bigger, and I am making another video of that. So please keep on watching. My video was like about 40 minutes, and it was like too much. I know, it's a lot of time, and not everyone has like 40 minutes straight away to watch in one go. So now I will just sew the tassels, make sure the tassels are straight. I am not sewing on the direction of the fabric. I am trying to straighten up my tassel. And if it's really hard for you to handle your tassels, all you have to do is take a fabric glue, little bit, just like dot, and then rub it on your fingers and rub it on the tassels, so all the threads will be nice and even, and they won't tangled and they won't disturb you while you're sewing. After that, I will just make few knots, and then the tassel is ready. I will use the same method to sew all the tassels. Hand sew the rest of my piping, so to give a nice finished look at the end, because I have already put too much efforts in making this nice and cute jacket. I don't want to just ruin it just for one thing. Also, I attach the tassels around the armhole area. After that, I will just add some half pearls on my jacket, just to give it a finished look. I know they are you cannot see them, but in person, when people see them, it's a nice finished look. So it's entirely up to you. If you want to attach it, attach any pearls or any kind of sequence or anything like that, just feel free to do it. All right, now I have already finished up my neckline, and then because in the middle it will be it won't have anything and it looks really simple, so I decided to make some kind of motif using the half purse, and I use the same pearls on the jacket, so it would be nice combination. I am not exaggerating, the design. I just wanted to fill the midpoint of it, and when you see the final result, you would be able to see that why I did that. If you don't know in which direction you are going, or the very simple method is to put on your jacket with the top, and just follow where it takes you. So as you can see, I put my jacket on top of it, and then I will fill the rest of the pieces. And you can see the midpoint is quite visible. So if you wanted to add if you don't want to add these kind of design, all you can do is add some fancy buttons or use some embroidery in the middle, or you can make loops on your jacket and tie a knot with the drawstring or something like that. Yeah, there's so many ways you can do it, and that's about it. I hope this is going to be easy for some of you, and just I wanted to show ask you guys one thing, that it doesn't have to be new cloth, new fabric piece. You can use the old your old shalwar kameez, old dupattas, and you can sew and try to create new looks out of it. And as you can see, this is the final result. Nobody believed that I made it from the old dress. It has a complete new look. And please do let me know how do you like it, and check out the rest of the series, because I made the full series of making this outfit. Please share your thoughts, and if you make anything, please share with me. I would love to see your creations, and I would like to show other people that if we can do it, then everyone else can do it. Until next time, I hope I will talk to you very, very soon. Take care, you all. Bye now.